Hey everyone, welcome back to Quick Soil Mechanics Lessons with Brian. Now, a new series all about tailings. Lesson 1, Mining 101. So here is an AI generated picture of a mining operation. It's not too bad, not too bad, for AI. We've got a lot of stuff going on. There's equipment, there's conveyors and that sort of thing going on. So what are some of these things? Well, I think that must be the open pit. This is where the material is extracted from the earth, loaded in trucks, and sent somewhere. This would be the waste rock facility. If it's not ore, it's waste rock. Could be heap leach material. We'll show you that in just a second. Here, I think, is the mill. This is where the ore goes from the open pit. In the background here is the tailings facility. And then I've labeled this as a heap leach facility. I'm not sure what it is, but let's just say. So there's three different places that material from the open pit could go. It could go to the waste rock, go to the heap leach facility, or the mill. So let's take a look at a few examples. Here is, now these are not AI generated. These are real photos of mining operations. And in the background, we have the open pit. That one's pretty clear. Above the labeling for this tailings facility is the tailings, and in the foreground is the plant. And lower left-hand side, there's some reclaimed uh, surface over there. And we haven't talked about underground, and we won't too much. This might be a head frame at an underground mine. Definitely something with the underground, though. Here is a drilling pattern at a mining operation. Upper left-hand corner, there's a shovel that's being serviced by the service vehicle. There's a dozer running in the foreground, grader grading the road, and the various drill rigs up there drilling these blast holes. And once those blast holes are loaded, they will blast those so that they can liberate the rock to be sent to one of those facilities. So here's a truck and shovel. The the shovel is loading the truck. There's a dozer pushing down some of this material. So again, this could be ore, it could be heap leach, or it could be waste. We don't know from this figure, but it doesn't really matter. It kind of shows all the same thing to us right now anyway. Here's a mining operation in Nevada that I'm very familiar with. This is a funny aerial photo. Open pit is pretty obvious on the left-hand side. There's waste rock right next to the pit. That's very normal to have waste rock right next to the pit. Here's a heap leach facility, and right next to it's the tailings facility, and right smack dab in the middle is the plant. So here's a slightly different photograph of the same operation. Tailings facility in the foreground, heap leach adjacent to that, then another heap leach operation on the other side. There's waste rock in the background. Open pit again is pretty clear, and the plant is right smack dab in the middle. Now let's take a look at the operation here. So here we've got an open pit and a truck, and there's blasting in the pit. The the material's loaded into the truck. The truck drives over to the plant, and the plant produces gold. It's a magic black box, rock in, gold out, as you can see. Or the waste material goes to the tailings. Let's take just a little bit closer look at that. Now, first we'll look at this. So in this case, the material is loaded into the truck and it is driven either to a heap leach or waste rock facility. So that's the other route that truck could take from the open pit. So if you take a little closer look at what's going on, we get ore from the mine. It goes into the plant and first into a crusher or a series of crushers. From there, it's usually conveyed into a mill. And there's various different kinds of mill. There's rod mills and ball mills and sag mills. And this is where water is usually added. And so this becomes a fluid-like material. And then it's pumped into some recovery processes, and eventually that ends up going into the gold room where they make the gold bars or whatever metals we're recovering, and then the waste goes to tailings. So that's a little closer look at it. So you can see once it goes to the mill, in this case, everything is wet, so the tailings in this case goes to the tailings facility as what we call a slurry. So that is uh, mining 101 in 5 minutes. And let's leave it for there, and we will be back with a little bit more information on tailings.